What is going on, you guys? Riley on Gemmy Inflatable Fans 98, and I know I haven't made a video in a while, and just because I've been really busy with school. I'm taking a lot of classes this semester, so it's been really busy for me, a lot of schoolwork and stuff to do. So I really haven't had a motivation to do a video, but today I decided to review my second ever Christmas inflatable. This is a 2005, I believe. Yep. 2005. It's an 8-foot snowman with a happy holiday sign. This is a great design. I really like this thing a lot. This was one out of the two inflatables that I woke up to on Christmas morning. One of them being the Grinch, the 4-foot Grinch that I did an earlier review on, although that one was not my original one. And this one, so both of those, the Grinch there, I believe was 2005 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So, but I do remember getting that later on than this one. So this one, when we lived in my first house, I remember just asking for what I call them blow-ups. That's what I used to call them as a kid. I used to call them blow-ups. I remember asking, I wanted a blow-up snowman for Christmas. And I woke up to it on Christmas morning. You have no idea how happy I was as a kid, because this is like the second inflatable I had for Christmas. So I think at that point I had like 4 inflatables. So with the 2 I had for Halloween, and then this one and the Santa Claus I did a review on earlier. So yeah, I've had this thing. I was not able to use it this year or the year prior, 2015 or 2016 and 2017. It was not in the display. I wanted to put this in somewhere, but I never had a chance to. But this year's display will definitely feature this thing for sure. It's a really great design. It's just a classic plain snowman design, and that's what I like about it. It's not really cartoony. I feel like this would be like one that would fit into like anybody's display. It's not like very tacky in my opinion. It's just a really plain, classic, great snowman design. This might be one of my other favorite snowman designs, to be honest. I love this thing a lot. So yeah, anyway guys, duct tape's on it because I actually haven't taken out of the box since 2015. And when I had the stuff in my grandmother's basement, my dad would put duct tape over them just to hold them down a little better in case there was mice or something. I mean, they could still chew through the box, but just a little extra precaution. So that's why that's on there. Just thought I'd explain that for whatever reason. So anyway, guys, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to take it out of the box and then we'll inflate it. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, so it's all taken out of the box. This is my first time inflating this thing in 2 years, so I don't know what to expect. It could be worn out. Who knows? But let me grab the plug here and we'll plug it in and inflate it. So yeah, this thing's been used. The other thing with this one is the lights are all burnt out in it. I really, because when I'm setting up my stuff, I have so many inflatables, I just don't even care about the lights in them. And most of the time, with all the lights on the house and stuff, it really doesn't even matter to me, to be honest. Instead of having to replace them and buy new bulbs all the time, I can just, put a spotlight on it, or, whichever ones don't have lights in them, I can put them all in a certain section and put a spotlight on all of them too. So, I don't know. It really doesn't bother me to have the lights burnt out in them. Might bother some people, but to me, just because I have so many, it really doesn't bother me. Now this is a 2004 fan, so it will take a little while to inflate. Very slow and not powerful fan. But you can tell, it's hard to tell in the video anyway, but it is a little dirty. I guess that's expected with a white inflatable anyway. But yeah, I haven't seen this guy inflated in a couple years, so he's almost done here. Alrighty, let me just get this arm fixed. He has a little cardinal on his arm one side. So let me back up here. Like I said, it's a little hard to see maybe because it's covering the light almost. It looks pretty good. Alright, so here it is, guys. Very cool. I really like this thing. And like I said, I was trying to figure out a way to incorporate him in my display this year, but I just never had a chance. He's got the Happy Holiday sign here. Now the scarf did fall off originally. Maybe you can tell, but I kind of knotted it up here a couple years ago when it fell off. Because I mean, the stitching on these things is really not the best, and stuff like that falls off very easy if you live in a high wind area or something. But Yeah, very cool. Um, the holly on his hat here has like this like little stuffed balls. I think there's like little stuffing in it too. The holly part on his hat there, those little pieces of holly, whatever you call them. And again, like I said, you guys can tell all the lights are burnt out in it. But again, really doesn't bother me that much. Really doesn't. So there's the cardinal on his hand or on his arm. So yeah, like I said, this is just a plain classic design that I just absolutely love, and probably will never get rid of this thing, to be honest. I mean, obviously it's got a lot of sentimental value to me, considering it's my second Christmas inflatable. And the funny thing about this one is, when we moved into our next house, when I first was able to use it, maybe that was like 2006, maybe when I first actually used this thing, because I got it Christmas Day and I wanted to put it out, but the ground was frozen, so I couldn't. From what I remember, I can't believe I even remember that, but I do. But you know, my mom did not like inflatables, and she would only let me put the Santa Claus that I had outside. She would not let me put the Snowman out. And then my third Christmas inflatable, I think, was the Chubby Penguin, that I sold off and actually got back. So I'll do a review on that again at some point. And then it was like the 6-foot golden retriever I did a review on last Christmas season, if you even know what I'm talking about. And but anyway, my mom did not like those things. She did not want them outside. So I actually had all these things inflated inside, and the entryway of my front door, where I did that first video of the Stay Puffed, I believe. Yeah, inside my house. It was like the entryway there, and you can look up, and there's a big, you can see like the upstairs, and I used to line them up along there so people can see them when they're walking in the house. So it really wasn't like the best way to, it really wasn't my ideal way of displaying them, but that's the only way I could. So I know this is a long review, guys, but again, I apologize for not making reviews lately. Again, like I said, busy with school and everything and work, so the usual. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Riley on Gemmy Inflatable Fans 98. Like and subscribe.